morning, students.
Good morning, Mr. A.
We will be learning today about two-step equations. And as the name indicates, it's an algebraic equation that has two steps. It always takes the form of ax plus b equals c, where a, b, and c are all numbers, just like a random number like 3, 4, and 5, and x is a variable. So let's start out with an equation. And of course, we're trying to find x. So let's start out with an example equation. So does anyone want to tell me what a, b, and c are in this example? Grace Ann?
Is a -3?
Yes. And what is b? Abe?
4?
Yes. And what is c, Jerome?
16.
Good job. Now the first step in this two-step equation is to isolate this variable right here. So to do that, or really to isolate this entire unit right here, the -3x, or anything that is attached to the x and the x itself. So in order to do that, we're going to either like add or subtract this number, and it cancels here, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side of the equation. So once we do that, it's going to turn into something that looks like this. -3x equals 12. Now the next step is to get the x all on its own. So to do this, we either need to divide by -3, or alternatively, we can multiply this by -1/3. But it turns out to be the same thing either way. So once we do that, we have to do it on the same side of, or on both sides of the equation. We get x equals -4. And we've solved the equation. Any questions? Okay, now we're going to do one where you guys try to solve it. This one's going to be a little bit more complicated. Would anyone like to come up and do step 1? Grace Ann? Thanks, volunteering. So the first step is to isolate the x's. And we want to fully isolate this. Nice, good job. So the first step tells us that 9x equals 18. Does someone want to come up and do step 2? Perhaps Abe?
Sure.
Nice. So we get x equals 2. Does everyone understand this? Great. Well, I also came up with a chant that can help you guys remember this whole two-step process. We went over this previously. I gave you guys a worksheet, and I gave you guys a jingle. So, do you want to do it together? Yay! Okay, so 3, 2, 1.
Isolate the variable, multiply or divide. We can find the answer, there's nothing left to hide.
Yay!
Yay!